Hello guys, my name is Jane, the creator of KutiwaCakes, and I just thought I would do a sit-down makeup style video while I answer the most frequently asked questions about myself. I know, people actually care about me, because you guys have seen the cakes, but you haven't seen the cake behind the cakes. You get it? The cake's behind the camera. I got some cakes on me. I'm Zimbabwean. Anyway, I have my notepad here with all of my questions. So let's just get right into it. This is what we're working with. So let's start with my eyebrows. I always like to gel mine down either with eyelash glue or got to be glued. Listen, it works, okay? The first question is, how old are you? I am 26 years old. My birthday is in January, so I've just turned 26. But the next question is, where are you from? So I am from Zimbabwe originally, born in Botswana, but I'm Zimbabwean. But currently I live in the UK. So I've been in Manchester since I was around 3 years old. I don't speak Shona, which is so heartbreaking, but I can understand bits and pieces, you know? And I know how to say, Mama Dirin Sara. Mommy, I'm hungry. Oh, did I always know I wanted to do cakes? That's a good question. The answer is no, I didn't. I always had a really big passion for science and biology. I actually wanted to be a pediatrician at first, but then I realized I hate blood. Like, the sight of blood physically knocks me sick. How am I supposed to treat the babies if I can't even look at blood? So that kind of went out of the window. So I've just done a very light eyebrow, and I'm just going to go over it with this NYX brow tint pen because my eyebrows are thin at the moment. Oh! It just went all over my mirror. How annoying. Okay, I'm just going to conceal my eyebrows now. So I always go with a foundation shade at the top and then a concealer shade at the bottom. What was my previous job before I went full-time with cakes? So, funnily enough, I used to work at a call center. I'd answer the phones, cry a lot. I crowed, and I creed at that job. Yo, call centers, whoever's out there, shout out to you, because having patience on the phone is a skill God just did not bless me with. So I quickly exited and went full-time with my cakes. What is wrong with your arm? Child, what's not wrong with it? I am born with a condition called Erb's palsy, and it's basically just, I don't even know how to describe it, guys. Let me just say there was a lot of complications when I was born. You know, I was in the wrong position. I was coming too soon. There was no time for a cesarean section, so the doctors did what they had to do to keep me alive. And they pulled me out of my mom's coochie by my arm. A lot of, you know, ripping and breaking and complications, and my arm was literally hanging on by a thread. I think I'm dramatizing this story. Every time I tell people, my mom is like, that's not what happened. But this is what happened in my infant mind, okay? And no one can tell me differently. When you're born with a disability, you kind of just have to get on with it. When people are like, oh, how did you do your cakes with your disability? How did you do this with your disability? It's like asking a blind person, how do you get around without seeing? It's just life, isn't it? You just do it. You just get on with it. Next question. What are my favorite cake flavors? My favorite cake flavor is vanilla. I know it's pretty basic, but you can't go wrong with vanilla cake. And I also love anything with a fruit filling. So like if it's got fresh strawberries in there, or a raspberry compote, or like anything fruity, anything a little bit tangy, I love. I absolutely hate chocolate cake. Chocolate is just disgusting in my opinion. And I'm going to be so real, I can barely see what I'm doing because this mirror is so tiny. So you let me know if it's going okay. Oh! Were you going to tell me I look crazy? But the next question is, how old were you when you first started baking? Okay. I want to say like 5. We just moved to the UK. My mum has this massive recipe book that she was using all throughout her 20s and her younger days. So she brought it with her to the UK, and we used to just bake recipes out of it. So like little cupcakes, little cakes, little sweet treats. And that's when I started. So I was really, really young. I want to say like 5 years old. Okay, while I blend this out, let's answer the next question, which is, do I take days off? Yes, I love a good day off. To be fair, back in the day, yeah, I had no work-life balance. I was like going to work, clocking out from my work, going home, bake until about 2 a.m, waking up. Right, well, that was rude. My camera decided to fall on me. What was I even saying? Yeah, I had no work-life balance, essentially. I was just working way too much. But I now love a good... Oh my gosh, I look wild. I now love a good break. Do I plan on opening a bakery? The answer to that is no, I don't. I feel like that's just not where I see my business going. I like to teach people. I like to interact with people. I never knew this about myself until I started like this full-time, baking full-time and making my ebook and stuff. But yeah, I really enjoy teaching people and just helping people learn their true potential, you know? So instead of opening a bakery, I think I want to lean more into like teaching people, workshops, classes. I can travel around and just, you know, teach. So yeah. The next question is, when was I confident enough to start selling to the public? I think I started getting confident enough when I just continued to practice. I want to say about 6 months into my baking journey. That's when I started selling to, you know, people other than my friends, and when people started to notice my Instagram. So it took me about 6 months to build a little bit more confidence, but I'd say I was really confident in my craft about a year and a half, 2 years in. That's when I started realizing like, yo, I'm pretty damn good at this. I like to go in with multiple shades because my sisters like to call me a bruised banana. A bruised banana because I'm yellow and just different shades all over. So this one's more closer to my skin tone. Next question. What is your favorite color? My favorite color is green. I think I'm just like an earthy girl. I love anything green, leaves, nature, clothes, bedroom walls. Like, yeah, me and green go together real bad.